Team 24 of 52 teams of 8 rival wisdoms. Help make America wiser and kinder with antique quotes that have passed the test of time to make humanity great with words of wisdom to encourage, educate, and entertain generations for centuries. Give your kids a competitive edge with faster reading skills with timed practice videos, alpha cipher puzzles to learn letters, words and phrases, and repetitive easy math to help us all grow wiser and kinder. Team 24.1. Man is a reasoning rather than a reasonable animal. Alexander Hamilton, 1757–1804. Alexander Hamilton's quote highlights the distinction between our capacity to think logically and our tendency to often act irrationally. It points out that while we have the ability to reason, we don't always use it to make the most reasonable choices. It's a reflection on human nature and the complexities of our decision-making processes. Have you seen this in yourself or others? Alexander Hamilton was one of the founding fathers of the United States. He helped draft the Constitution and served as the first Secretary of the Treasury. He was the founder and chief architect of the American financial system. Team 24.2. Wisdom begins in wonder. Socrates, 470 BC, 399 BC. Socrates' quote reminds us that curiosity is the spark that ignites deeper understanding. It's through questioning and exploring that we develop wisdom. Being open to wonder and inquiry leads to the profound insights that shape our knowledge and perspectives. Socrates was a Greek philosopher from Athens who is credited as a founder of Western philosophy and the first moral philosopher of the Western ethical tradition of thought. Team 24.3. Doubt, of whatever kind, can be ended by action alone. Thomas Carlyle, 1795–1881. Thomas Carlyle's quote highlights the power of taking action to dispel uncertainty. It's a reminder that rather than being paralyzed by doubt, we can move forward and find clarity through our actions. It speaks to the importance of decisiveness and proactive effort in overcoming hesitation. Thomas Carlyle was a Scottish cultural critic, essayist, historian, lecturer, mathematician, philosopher, and translator. Known as the Sage of Chelsea, he became the undoubted head of English letters in the 19th century. Team 24.4. A chip on the shoulder is a sure sign of wood higher up. Brigham Young, 1801–1877. Brigham Young's quote is a witty observation on resentment and pride. It suggests that when someone carries a chip on their shoulder, it often points to a deeper, underlying issue, perhaps arrogance or a sense of superiority. It's a clever way of highlighting how small grievances can reflect larger character traits. Ever notice this in others or even yourself? Brigham Young was an American religious leader, politician, and settler. He was the second president of the Mormon Church. Team 24.5. You are one of the forces of nature. Jules Michelet, 1798–1874. Michelet's quote is a powerful affirmation of human potential and impact. It suggests that each of us holds immense energy and capability, much like the elements of nature. It's a reminder that we have the power to affect change and shape our world in significant ways. Quite empowering, don't you think? Jules Michelet was a French historian and an author whose major work was a history of France and its culture called Histoire de France. Team 24.6. More than kisses, letters mingle souls. John Donne, 1572–1631. Letters do have a special power, mingling not just souls but times, places, and experiences. Imagine the thoughts and emotions behind every ink stroke, centuries ago. John Donne was an English poet, scholar, soldier, and cleric in the Church of England. He is considered the preeminent representative of the metaphysical poets. Team 24.7. Nothing can be done except little by little. Charles Baudelaire, 1821–1867. Even the grandest achievements begin with tiny steps forward. It's a reminder that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. What's a goal you've chipped away at bit by bit? Charles Pierre Baudelaire was a French poet who also produced notable work as an essayist, art critic, and one of the first translators of Edgar Allan Poe. Team 24.8. Let the consequences be what they will, I am determined to proceed. James Otis 1725 to 1783. James Otis was a firebrand in the American Revolution, and his words capture the essence of courage and commitment. Determination often shapes the course of history, even against daunting odds. Ever felt that level of resolve in your own life? That's the spirit of unwavering resolve. James Otis Jr. was an American lawyer, political activist, pamphleteer, and legislator in Boston. His well-known catchphrase, "Taxation without representation is tyranny," became the basic patriot position.